And up next is Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, again written and directed by Guillermo del Toro. And my main concern going into this movie was that after the critical and commercial success of Pan's Labyrinth, and Del Toro is certainly a visionary guy, if nothing else. I mean, he comes up with the visuals in his movies. I can't even begin to imagine where he comes up with this stuff. So I worried that this movie would just be too weird for its own good, and to a certain extent, it is. But the thing I liked about the first Hellboy movie was really the characters and the character moments within the film, not necessarily the action sequences. And the same is pretty much true of this. There's the elves, I guess, that had made a bargain with humanity thousands of years ago. Humans get the cities, the elves get the forests, and certain members of the elven community, which now live underground, feel that they've been cheated. So they're going to reawaken this vast mechanical army that will destroy humanity or whatever. It's unstoppable. Yeah. And Hellboy, who again is another atypical type of hero, who's actually a demon conjured from someplace. and he's not really a good guy, but he's trying to fit in with humanity, so he does good things. Yeah, well, and one of the things that I guess I like superheroes that they're a little bit darker in personality, where the characters in this are very slapstick, almost Three Stooges more than a little more brooding. But the characters in this, the people that they fight, this Golden Army and this elf prince, they're very serious. And I mean, in the first one as well, it's almost seems epic in the battles that they take, and the way Del Toro films it. The characters don't seem to mesh. It seems like you have Porky the Pig in like Lord of the Rings almost, and that's always kind of what it was a balance that I didn't like.
Well, I didn't mind that. I mean, it was regular people, as regular as you can get with red skin and horns. But I didn't mind that at all. I just didn't really find what they were doing to be terribly interesting. I mean, there's a lot of scenes where they fight a big monster, and it doesn't really move the story forward. It doesn't really develop the characters any further. It looked neat, and Ron Perlman, who plays Hellboy underneath a mountain of latex, really makes that an interesting character rather than just this red paint that rolls through enemies. It's one of those. I'm a little iffy on it. I would say see it overall, because you don't get that kind of invention in this genre very often, and for that reason I would say see it. But it still was some plot elements were a little troubling.
Yeah, I would agree. It's not the best. If you like the first Hellboy, you'll like this one as well. So, and we'll be right back with our next review.